I'm trying to figure out my my chat. I'm still trying to figure out my chat, you guys. I'm gonna figure it out. Mark my heckin' words. I'm gonna do it. Hey, how's it going? I'm surviving. Sorry my door's open. So sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't close it. I'll close it later. My bad. How we doing? How's it going? Let me just bear with me while I try to fix my YouTube chat, because something's going on with it, but I'm not sure what exactly. I was talking to the people who made it, and they told me some potential things that could be an issue that I, you know, did wrong. Great, cool. But, yeah. I'm just, you know, we're distracting ourselves. And we're trying to make things pretty. Not even blaming the dogs for the door crack. Just like, nah, I didn't close it. I mean, technically, it's not their fault, because it is my fault. I am the problem. The problem is me. There's no creepy face. Karma, quit. You quit it. Yeah, the dogs have been laying. They have not gotten up, but I went and I checked the mail, and I got some delayed presents from last week, so... And I forgot to close it. And it's all my fault. And I'm a terrible person. Karma, you did not see... See? Lady, you're not helping. I saw it. Yeah, they were telling me, what were they telling me? They were telling me, hey, try reinstalling it with the same file you received with the order. I mean, how would I install it without the file? I don't know. And they're like, make sure you choose your YouTube account in Stream Elements beforehand so it's installed there. There might be an issue because you installed the YouTube version to your Twitch dashboard on Stream Elements, which I did. That's true. Call me out. I deserve it. My bad. Silly goose, you know? But I thought since I deleted it and then I put it on YouTube that would be enough. But maybe it wasn't. And then they were like, if this doesn't work, the only viable solution would be to remove your YouTube account from Stream Elements and connect it again. Because there's a chance that Stream Elements connected a wrong account. Sometimes it connects a general Google account, not a YouTube account. I'm like, okay. So that's what I did right before stream. I was like, okay, I'm going to disconnect my YouTube from Stream Elements and see what happens. And you know where we're at? We're at this. Now it's like giving me a weird Stream Elements like image, which is interesting. Not what I expected the outcome to be. So maybe I should try uninstalling it and reinstalling it again. See what happens. I'll have to re-edit it into my, you know, style that I did, but let's just see. You know, let's just see. Why don't we? Why is my color getting weird? I don't know. Oh, and that was the other thing. I forgot to get my damn... Come on, guys. I deleted it. It shouldn't be there because I deleted it. No, it's on Twitch. What is this? Is this my YouTube? No, it went... girl, okay. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. It just jumped over to... It jumped over to my, my Chrome browser, which was on my Twitch. Oh my god, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Sorry, it's fine. It's fine. Let's try it again. Okay. All right. Sure. I'm just like straight talking to myself at this point. Hi Stella. Hi Sonora. Can you hear me now? Sorry. Yeah, as I've been chit-chatting about. I'm trying to fix my chat so my YouTube chat will show up. Because it's, you know, it's been a little wonky wonks. So I'm trying to get that working, which is why your chats right now haven't popped up on screen. Hey girl, hey from Stella, hey. And Sonora, hi baby girl. I'm just popping in to say hey, maybe good timing. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I do. I definitely need some YouTube testing chats over there when I start getting this figured out a bit. But give me a second so I can get in here. I want to edit first. I want to make sure that they look right. They look the same. You look cool. I like your glasses. Thank you. Thank you. Kristifka? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Hey, Thomas. Marissa's talking with the voices again, guys. Sorry, YouTube. Your chat is not on the screen right now because I am mid trying to fix it. I do see you. I can see you. I mean, Twitch can't see you right now, but I can see you. We're gonna get this chat working. I'm distracting myself from my life in order to do this, and I feel real good about it, you know? I feel really, really good about about doing this. If we don't see them, they're not real, buddy. Oh, they're real. They're real. Okay, let's get into the editing, get into the design. We're designing. We're busy designing. Alright. YouTube, do you guys want to be ghosts or bats? Because you know how you see my chat on here, it has a pumpkin. You guys can be ghosts or bats. What do you think? You let me know, and I will pick one of those for you to be. Alright, we're just copying and pasting and doing the thing. Best. I don't want that. Go back to that. Sure. Why not? Do 8:24 message. Okay, this is where we're gonna be editing some things. Message background. Message outline size. Don't you guys just love the commentary? I'm loving the commentary. No. Is it the outline color? What is it? What are we doing here? Yeah. We're ghosts now. You want to be ghosts? You want to be cat? No. Bats? Boo. They're spying on us, darn YouTubers. Is the YouTube chat in the room with us? Karma went over to YouTube to check on them, to spy. Love that. Alright, we're gonna do message. Outline. We're gonna do this here. We're gonna do this. If this doesn't work and I'm like doing all this extra effort right now, it's gonna piss me off even more. 4 name. Cool. No, that didn't work. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Zeros. Alright, now we have to do the size. The size. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. We're doing that. Things are happening. Width and height. And that. Some of this. Okay. Do. Okie dokes. I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna turn off testing. I don't know, it's worrying me. It's worrying me. Let's just see if that... Okay, so that is working. Alright. You want to be ghosts? You guys want to be ghosts? Because you're basically ghosts right now. Pumpkins on top. I want to be both. Total FOMO. Well, technically, I guess you can be both. Anyone could be anything if they just, you know, follow their dreams. Okay, I'm gonna make y'all ghosts. Y'all want to be ghosts? You're gonna be ghosts. I don't like that it doesn't seem to be working. No, 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 no. Yeah. 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 I'm identifying as a ghost pumpkin from now on. Valid. So valid. Come on, come on. Oh, nothing. Mother truckity trucks. Mother trucks. Truckity trucks. I might need to do the Cody thing though. Because I didn't do the Cody thing. So let's just we'll try to do the Cody thing and hope that is the problem. CSS. And then gonna do custom JS. Yeah, I forgot to get my liquid death, so I also have to do that. I also have to do that. I forgot to do that. I love that, like, you can see your emotes, but you can't see your chat. Like, girl. Maybe I need to, maybe Maybe I need to like her. Because like even in the preview, like the messages aren't coming up. We're just verifying that I could never do any streaming. The streaming part is fine. It's the logistics of other things. It's not. The YouTube chat is faster. Huh. But it's also invisible, you know? Pick your poison. Where? YouTube! I'm getting angry! Reinvent hieroglyphics with emojis. I want to be a ghost too. Give me a sec. Man, I did all that editing, and for what? For what? For what? You know? Nothing. Nothing. Come on. Just give me this one. I need this. Let me have it. Just let me have this. I need it. I need my YouTube chat to work. Please give that to me. I'm struggling. I need it. Can I have it? Pretty please. Pretty please. Blurg. And it's probably because when I downloaded it again, it went to Twitch again. I'm like, do I need to log out of my Twitch and my YouTube on Stream Elements? And then do it again? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Pumpkin, nut, screw nut, baseball, basketball. Pumpkins, screwball, basketball, talking goes pumpkin bat. Screwballs, nutballs. See, this makes me so sad that this is not on screen for everyone to bear witness to. Okay, you know what? This is what we're gonna delete it, and we're gonna get out of our stuff. We're gonna no, the channel settings? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna I'm just, y'all, I'm falling apart, okay? I don't know if you know, but that's happening. I'm gonna unlink both my Twitch and my YouTube real quick. So nothing's gonna work. How can I full control? Get me out of here. Manage. Let me out. Let me out. Get me out of here. Okay, well, I guess I can only do one at a time. You only do one at a time. Okay. We're unlinking YouTube. Alright, we did it. Now we're gonna link them again. Going crazy is fine. You act like we're not. You can do it. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. Okay. Does it work? Did it work? Okay, Twitch. Bro. Figure your shit out. You need that stuff to go away. Okay. Alright. So we got both of them now. I'm gonna be on the YouTube. Will I download this again? It's like I'm doing everything they want me to do. I'm doing it. I'm trying. I'm doing what you said. Okay. Okay. We're gonna not enable testing. We're just gonna see. Why am I exhausted from trying to do this? That's so weird. Maybe it's because I'm just plain exhausted. As a person right now. Just exhausted. My Wi-Fi is broken, so I can't help at all, but y'all are making me laugh. Testy. Nothing. Alright, let's try. Let's try doing a whole frickin' new one. How about that? T9. It's not working. Testy singular. Testy test. Oh my god, this is gonna drive me crazy. This might actually drive me crazy. Might literally actually drive me crazy. Okay. Alright. I should be like, hey, people, you said it worked on your YouTube. It doesn't work on my YouTube. It doesn't. I did what you told me to do. It doesn't heckin' work. Blurk. Blurky. Blurk. It's not even showing the test friggin' stuff. Now. Okay, now it is. Lord. Are you out there, Lord? Are you a thing, Lord? Help me. Help me. Nah, it's not working. I wish it would work. I don't understand why. I thought I could figure it out. I really did. I thought, I got this. I'll figure it out. It's not. It's not. I don't know, for some reason now it's doing the... It's showing the test... the test messages. For reasons I don't know. Cool. 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 Test. Testy testers. Test chatter to be wild. I know. It's excessive. Seriously, it really is. Yeah, it's like whatever's happening here, like it is not connecting to YouTube. Like Stream Elements is just not connecting to YouTube somehow, some way, somewhere. I don't get it. I don't get it. I also don't get why it's even showing me the test messages, because I turned them off. And now it's just like, no. We're testing. Things are happening. Stupid YouTube chat. That's how I feel about it right now. I mean, I love y'all on YouTube, but man, this is obnoxious. Bruh. It's not working. Email do be like, I did what you told me to, and it is not working. Me. I go to Twitch, but without Wi-Fi it doesn't work for me on my phone, and my laptop is a brick. It's okay, it's okay. I will just I will do what we do. I'll do what we do. I do need this to be we just, you know, we just do that. We just... I'm gonna leave that up in case it magically starts to work. Or dude will get back to me and tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go get my liquid death and I will close the door. BRB. Look at I mean, this is not unlike my... Ah! Don't go! Look at him! Oh, damn! Look at my cute pig! Oh! It's a crop topper! Adam, playing Christmas music songs. So, ask me to understand. That's not what this is. Come call? Zenkson? 25 years old, 1984, on wearing a black sweater and black hat. He was doing house sitting services. Cute. Bro, I didn't even see. I mean, I saw Shadow on the floor. Blurg, hi. Yeah, I put the old one back on so you all can see chat. It is not the new one. It's not working. Yeah, did like the Twitch chat stop working now? Because that would be just great! That would just be A+. A+. Oh, now I feel dumb. Don't feel dumb, Karma. It's fine. It's fine. I haven't tried these yet. I've had them in my apartment. I haven't tried them because I was like, I'm not trying it without being on heckin'. I'm not trying it until I'm on stream so I can try with you guys. So they've just been sitting in my fridge for days. Luckily, I had other liquid deaths to drink. Yeah. Yes, I can see chat at least. Yeah. I brought old chat back. Come on, liquid death, hurry up and sponsor. Period. Yeah, that's like that's my fix. Is like, I can just pull up old chat. Pull up old chat so that y'all can at least see each other. I could also make it so that Twitch chat isn't in that chat, so it's just YouTube chat in there. Which I guess I could do that, so it's not double the chatting. So yeah, the soda, the Dr. Death. Haven't tried it yet. Liquid Death's take on soda that's not soda. I had a liquid death with dinner. Sick. Mmm. Does smell like a little Dr. Peppery. Smells a little Dr. Peppery. Because that's what it is. It's a liquid death take on Dr. Pepper. So I've never had a liquid death. You're missing out. You're missing out. Definitely missing out. Doo doo. Doo doo. Okay. Hopefully, Guy will get back to me and maybe we can fix it, but I'm very curious if you're going to like it. Yeah. Me too. Me too. We're about to find out. We're about to find out. Girl. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Man, they were right when they were doing the whole you won't believe it's not soda, because that shit tastes like soda. That doesn't taste like liquid death flavored water. That tastes like soda. And it is giving it is definitely giving Dr. Pepper, but like better. I don't know, like lighter, but not like watered down, you know? It's like fresher, or like, I don't know, it's so good. Oh man, I'm obsessed. Oh man, I'm obsessed. I'm so glad that I have like 11 more of these in my fridge. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. And it's clear. And it's clear, y'all. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? I'm way too lit. I'm way too excited about this, to be honest. It's a clear Dr. Pepper. Which means they didn't use the fucking chemical whatever coloring to make it caramel colored. Which is why a lot of like root beers and Dr. Peppers and brown colas are like extra bad for you. Oh my god. No colorings, bitch. Oh my god, I'm so lit. Oh my god. You heard it here first. Wow. The coloration is bad for kidneys. Period. And it's a purple can. Super cute. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Alright, well. Hi, everybody. I feel like, I guess I could start stream now, technically, because I was just distracting myself with chat, and I can't fix it right now. I'll wait back for an email. Hopefully the guy will get back to me, so I can, like, kidneys, schmidneys. I've got a spare. Yeah, hopefully the guy will get back to me while I'm streaming, so, like, we can figure it out, but it's possible no. Alright, lady. Lady will be lurking. She got other stuff to do. Oh, I did. I wore my Wednesday Addams shirt today. Wednesday Addams. Because I was like, you know what? It is getting dark in this little heart of mine lately. So, I'm curious to know if you've seen the Adult Wednesday web series. I have! It's so good, Thomas. I wish... I really wish that the folks behind the Addams Family would have allowed her to do that show. If you guys haven't seen Adult Wednesday Addams on YouTube, look it up. Look it up. Hopefully there's still some episodes on there that haven't been like taken down yet, but it's so good. It's so good, and I'm so glad that you brought that up. Because it is so good. I was obsessed with that for a chunk of time. I was just like, this is incredible. Like, make it forever. Oh my god, so good. Okay. I guess we can talk about it. We can talk about what's been stressing me out so much. So they're on Melissa Hunter's website. Oh, yes, Melissa Hunter. That's the adult Wednesday Addams chick. Love her. Love her. Thanks for reminding me that exists because it makes me happy. I might actually even like. Look that stuff up. It's melissahunter.com. Yes. Thank you, Thomas. But yeah, I've obviously been going through it since like the night of last Rensday Renaction. Because you know, randomly having conversations with Jelly and just like talking about near future things and making the decision to look up my lease and realizing that it was over very soon. Like I mean February. So I don't know, like something really shifted for me having that realization, and we discussed potential options, and I feel bad because, you know, I kind of blindsided Jelly with the decision that I decided to make, and you know, knowing that it does affect her too, because she came out here to kind of like be with me, around me. You know, her thing was like she just wanted to move from Ohio. She didn't want to be in Ohio anymore. She'd been wanting to move for years, and it was just like a good excuse to move out here. And she initially wanted to live in San Francisco, and we considered moving to San Francisco, and I'm so glad we didn't go to San Francisco because it's even more expensive than LA. But, you know, we had discussed moving in with each other, but I knew that that kind of included me having to send Hayes to live with my ex. And, you know, I was really considering it. I really was. Because I knew, like, you know, Jelly has 2 cats, and I have 2 dogs, and there's just no way, you know, they'd be fighting like cats and dogs, you know? And Hayes is so protective of me and her territory that she just doesn't, she's, you know, other people being here is not acceptable for her, which makes things difficult for me, but it just, that is just what it is. And so, you know, just, I'm gonna try really hard not to cry. I'm gonna try so hard, guys. Guys, I'm gonna try so hard. But, you know, thinking that, like, it was kind of, like, our only option, and, like, if we wanted to stay in LA, for another year, like, that was kind of, like, the thing. It was like, okay, she'll move in with me, I'll have Hayes live with her dad, and we'll try to make it work for a year. And the more I thought about it, you know, I basically was just like crying from the moment of talking about sending Hayes to live with her dad. And I couldn't stop crying, and I couldn't stop crying. And, you know, I got off voice chat with her and cried all night and couldn't look at Hayes without crying. And then I had a conversation with my ex. Like, the next day I called him and we talked on the phone for like 4 hours about a lot of things. Things about our relationship, things about, you know, why things ended, things I just needed to get off my chest. And, you know, and he was willing to take Hayes. Like, he would have to change his life up to do that because he's living with his family, not only as like a way of like saving money, but also trying to like, you know, take care of them as they are getting older, because he's older than me. Like, his parents are older than mine. But he was willing to like, okay, like, if that is what needs to happen, like, I will get my own place and I will come get her. But it was just difficult because, like, the more I talked about it, just like the worse I felt about it. And like, I've felt sick to my stomach ever since. I feel sick to my stomach now. And it just got to a point where it was like, okay, I don't want to do that. And I know, and you know, Jelly's not out here like, you have to get rid of Hayes. Like, she's not. Like, Jelly is willing to live with Hayes. But like, I'm not willing to have that be the scenario, because Jelly did live with me for like 6 weeks, and like, Hayes was, you know, on high alert and on, you know, fight mode the entire time. And it was just like it was not like a fun way to live for anybody. Like, it wasn't great for her, it wasn't great for me, it wasn't great for Jelly, and that was without Jelly's cats. Like, and this would be adding 2 cats to the mix, and like, I have no idea how awful that would be. But I know that, you know, my dogs are a handful enough as it is for me alone, without the added, you know, prey drive of 2 cats being in the house, and a stranger to them anyway. And so, like, I just kind of made the choice that, like, I was like, I can't stay in LA another year. Like, I just can't. And not only just for, like, the haze of it all, but also for, like, the money of it all. Like, I will go broke. I will literally go broke, staying here another year. Like, that is what will happen. And as much as I love LA, like, I just don't think it's worth it. And I'm trying to be as like smart, you know, and like financially responsible as I possibly can. And then it just turned into like, well, where do you go? And it's just already so overwhelming to me to think about, that I just couldn't imagine trying to like find some new random place to figure life out alone, potentially with her. But like, and the idea of going back to a red state right now is the worst thing about it, to be honest. Like, but I just kind of feel like there's somewhat more of like a support system there, because like, I know people there. And you know, trying to consider like where could I have some in-person support if I need it. You know, I want to meet my niece. Like, I haven't seen my brother in like, you know, coming on like a decade, and like, I haven't met his daughter since she's been born. And obviously, so, you know, a lot of you are aware that like, my family life is not it's not great. I'm trying really hard not to cry. But there's like part to me that's trying really hard to consider, you know, relationships that I can rebuild. Potentially, like, my maternal grandparents, while they're still alive, like, I feel like, you know, obviously everything has pros and cons, you know, like, but I do feel bad because Jelly was kind of like, she thought we were probably going to move in together and that she'd have another year here, and then I, you know, went and was like, I can't do that. I need to leave, like, sooner than later to save as much money as I possibly can and to, like, try to start fresh, you know, in a more affordable place, even though it's gonna have potentially less rights for me. And, like, and we're both in the same place when it comes to, like, our family. Like, we can't fall back on, like, our parents or our grandparents until, you know, and we both have, like, a lot of baggage in these places, and, like, it's hard for us to, you know, want to go back to where a bunch of horrible shit happened to us. Like, so it's been a tough realization, a tough decision, and just thinking about how massive the undertaking of it is has been really difficult and stressful and overwhelming and hard. And it's like, it's not something I want to do, you know? Like, if I had all the money in the world, like, obviously I would stay in LA. Maybe I would move out of fire lane. Like, I feel like evacuating from the fire, like, did something to my brain chemistry too about being here, and, like, feeling that level of, like, not being safe, that level of, like, your livelihood possibly going up in smoke and you having nothing is just, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that potential. I mean, I've lived in LA for, like, you know, 7-8 years now, but I was in an area of LA that, like, wasn't really affected by the fire potential, and now I'm closer to that. And it was like, I lived in, like, you know, on the outskirts, the east outskirts of LA for, like, you know, 7 years, and there was, like, one fire that, like, I was, like, packing to potentially leave and never had to leave. And then within my first year of living in this part of LA, like, I had to evacuate. Like, that is jarring to me. That is upsetting to me. Like, ugh, it's just, it's a lot. I hope you realize this isn't a failure. It's stressful, but it's experience. I'm trying not to see it as that. Like, it's, there's a part of me that feels like going back to where you grew up, like going back to that place after being away feels somewhat like a failure, or like, or a downgrade, or like a backtrack, you know, that kind of vibe. But I'm trying not to put that kind of, like, dumb pressure on myself or beat myself up about that specific kind of feeling of it. And I don't think I failed living in LA or anything. It's just that, like, it's fucking expensive. Like, it just is. And even when, you know, the 7 years I was living here before with my husband, like, we struggled, like, the entire time. And, like, and that was with him having, like, a very good high paying job. Like, living in LA is extremely difficult. Like, oh, Thomas, thank you so much for the super chat. It's so sweet. It's just really, it's hard. It's hard for anybody. Like, to be honest, like, I don't know how a lot of people manage and a lot of people survive, because, like, this city is not built on just rich people. Like, this city is not built on just celebrities. Like, that is not the case. Like, what else Chat say, pets are such a tough thing. Even being amazing companions, I wouldn't trade mine, but my life is very complicated now. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and with my dogs, like, you guys know, you watch me struggle with my dogs. Like, my dogs get me so much sometimes, and like, and sometimes I'll daydream about having one of them not be with me all the time, i.e., sending one to live with my ex, because it would be easier on me and there'd be less, you know, stuff to deal with and to worry about and to clean up after and to pay for and like all that stuff. But like, it's like the moment you really start putting your brain into thinking like, okay, that's what we're gonna do, and like I'm not gonna have my 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 dog child anymore with me, like it was just like devastating. And like Hayes is like my soulmate. Like I had a lot of trauma around dogs because I lost the two dogs that I had growing up to getting hit by cars in front of my house because we lived in the middle of nowhere off of a state route, and my dad was, you know, a terrible parent to human children, so he didn't make good dog parent. And like, so like I had like back to back like just traumatic experiences losing dogs, and then I kind of like, you know, built a wall around my heart when it came to dogs, and I was just like, I don't like dogs. And then when I started to go through therapy and stuff, like I started to learn that that was like my hang up, and like I had trauma with dogs, and like, and then I was obsessed with getting a dog, and then I found Hayes, and like Hayes saved me and I saved her, and like, and it's really difficult for me to think about like giving her up, even if it's to someone who she loves, you know, like even if I'm able to see pictures and videos of her whenever I want, like, because I know that she's going to look for me and she's going to wonder where I am, and like, and that's going to be traumatic for her, and that she's already had such a tough life. Both my dogs have had traumatic lives, like, and it's just difficult to think about. Well, it could make my life, my day-to-day easier to not have to like put up with them or deal with them or care for them or whatever, but like they are my responsibility, and I love them, and obviously like the last so many days, like I've been a lot less, you know, annoyed by them and a lot more appreciative and like a lot more understanding to the fact that like they are just wild animals that I stole their freedom away, you know, and they're just trying to manage it the best they can. And but obviously like Hayes' barking in this, you know, apartment building is an issue. And like, you know, I've had my neighbor who, you know, if you know, you know, like I hate my neighbor because he like stopped me at like 7 a.m. when I was taking Hayes outside to go to the bathroom after taking Rose to the vet, to yell at me that Hayes was here barking all morning because I had forgotten to turn the TV on to like give her some noise, and because I was so stressed about like getting to the vet to take Rose to her freaking dental procedure, and it was just like such a bad, awful situation that like, and then I became like hyper obsessive about trying to keep Hayes from barking as little as possible. And then I'm starting to think like the more barking, like I can't imagine how much barking there's gonna be if there's cats in here and a person that she thinks is a stranger. And like, it's just like, I just started to understand that that like wasn't the option really. And at the end of the day, like even if magically like Hayes did get used to Jelly living here, and like there wasn't a super, you know, hard life for her, whether it's like her living in a muzzle or her being constantly boarded up in her crate, or like her constantly having to be like quarantined in a room, I just feel like I'm like, it's still temporary, like, because we still can't afford it. Like we still, I mean, who knows in the next year if we both manage to get some sort of like, if my stuff goes off and I'm making more money, or she finds a really great job and she's making more money, like, but like I can't take that risk. Like I feel like I can't take that risk because I just don't really see that necessarily happening. And I just know that like when it's all said and done in a year from now, like I'll have no money and I'll still need to be right here. I'll still need to go and move and find somewhere else affordable to live. And like, I'd rather do that now while I do have some savings left, like, so that by the time I get there, like, I'm not completely broke, like, and that's just it's a really, really hard thing to understand, and like, it just really fucking sucks, and it's bad timing, and I feel really bad, and I fucking hate myself for it, like, and I'm trying to just like deal, you know, I'm just trying to deal, just trying to deal the best I can. It might help to make a 3 to 5 year plan for being in Ohio to save money with the intent of coming back to LA. Make it seem less daunting and like a loss. I mean, my thing is just like, I can only think in a year, to me. Like right now, like I can only think in a year. Like that's as far as my brain can go. And like, you know, in my brain, it's like, okay, fine. Like, you move to a place you don't really want to live, with the pros of, like, at least, you know, having people around who know you, that is more affordable, that you can potentially save money, for a year, and then, you know, reassess, right? Like, try to reassess. And I know, like, it's terrible timing to be like, oh, go to a red state during Trump's fucking early fucking presidency. But it's just like, I feel like I don't really know what else to do. I feel almost priced out of most, you know, blue states, which is just unfortunate. And, so I just think in a year. I just think year lease. Year lease is like my thought process. Year lease. Okay, I get a year lease somewhere. It's not ideal. It's not what I want. But the pros can potentially save me. And then reassess, think about what I want to do then. You know, if the YouTube Twitch thing, like, blows up more within that year, great. And then I could consider, you know, going somewhere else. Like, but like right now, I'm just trying to be as like financially responsible with what I have left as I possibly can. And I just don't want to end up broke. It's so scary to me. And I know that by the end of the year in LA I will be, and that just doesn't seem like the best idea. And so I made a decision that, you know, is very upsetting, and to me and Jelly. Like, I mean, nobody's having fun right now. Like, this is not a fun decision. Like, this is not a fun time. The red state thing was my first thought when you said Ohio. All my fam is there. Yeah. Best of luck. It will all be okay. I mean, hopefully. Support systems are important, but they don't have to be family. Yes, for sure. Absolutely. And I think about, you know, it's like, it does suck too that, like, I don't really know anybody in LA. Like, I know Travis. Like, I know Travis. That's it. That's all I got. And I mean, so like, there is a part of me that's like, it would be nice to be closer to at least some people, you know, people I knew from high school, my brother, like, just to be like, hey, I haven't seen you in a decade. Like, I moved here and it's a struggle. Like, any support, you know? Like, this is a big country with lots of cool, cheaper places. Can you put things in storage and go to Ohio for a month or two and feel it out? I don't know, you know? I don't know. I don't see myself, like, because that's the thing, it's like, how do you go for like a month or two, right? Like, I can't really be getting like 2-month lease, you know, right? Like, and I feel also for my dogs, it's like so much change is really hard on them. I feel like if I'm going somewhere, it needs to be for like a time where they can get comfortable and they don't feel like I'm just shuffling them around. And I feel like that also for me, because like all of this is really stressful and traumatic and overwhelming. And it's like, I don't necessarily want to put myself in the situation of like, I'm going for short bursts, you know, I'm like going and like feeling it out and then trying to go somewhere else and, you know, bebopping around. That sounds extra stressful to me too. Like, and expensive because that's probably like staying in like Airbnbs or something, because I can, you know, get like a an apartment for like 2 months, you know. Ohio might feel like a backslide, but you're a different person than you were 7 years ago. Yeah, that's true. You are not the same person you were before. Growth is not failure. I don't like seeing the February tip stuck at 0. Yeah, I mean, I'm not so worried about tips because I'm like, just put it on my GoFundMe, you know? Don't, you know, I might take my tip jar down for a little while, just because I'm more concerned with the GoFundMe. And that's the thing, it's like I made the GoFundMe because, you know, I will be broke by the end of this if I don't have help, and I don't ask for help. But I felt like this is probably the one instance in my life that would be a smart idea to get help. And I think, you know, it would make it a lot less stressful and less nauseating if I knew that there was money dedicated specifically to this venture, rather than like I'm going broke to accomplish it kind of thing. And and some dude was so mad at me at the amount that I chose, but like I didn't know what to choose, and I don't know, you know, like I overestimated to make sure I was safe. And I know moving costs are so much money. Like I'm pretty sure it cost like Jelly $5,000 to move to LA, and that was her having boxes, you know, like, and I have like furniture and like a 2-bedroom apartment to move. And I know that they, you know, they'll offer packing and unpacking services. And I'm like, I'm one person. I probably need some help packing and friggin' unpacking. Like, so I mean, that is super expensive. Like, it's so much money. And then, you know, I have my car. So it's like, I'm going to have to travel across the country with my dogs. Like, I can't just fly, you know. So there's just a lot of expenses that I know that there's going to be expenses I don't think about. So trying to get some help from the community just seemed like the best idea at the time. And I wanted to do it sooner than later so that, you know, it had some time to sit. And if people couldn't help me right now but could help, you know, in the near future, like it's a possibility still, rather than like, oh, just put up a GoFundMe like 2 weeks before I'm trying to get out of here. Like, so that's just kind of my thought process. Shorter term plan may be easier to see. See, that's the thing, is like I said, like I'm definitely going in with like, okay, what am I doing for the next year? What am I doing for the next year? Like, it doesn't have to be like, okay, I'm going to Ohio or Kentucky for the rest of my life. Like, it doesn't have to be that, but it's just like, it's like I need time to try to like survive somewhere, and LA isn't gonna give me as much time. And you know, I hope that like, you know, I hope it's not a decision that I'll regret, but I know, like, I'm gonna miss LA. Like, you know, like, I'm gonna regret not being able to live in LA, but that doesn't mean that I can magically afford to live here. Like, that just is what it is. And, like, that's a harsh reality of the situation. And, you know, a year ago, when this was all going into motion, like, for me, I just wasn't ready to go back then, to go back to, you know, Cincy, Northern Kentucky a year ago, you know, like, so I pushed it off and I was like, I want to try living in LA, not on the outskirts of LA, but actually in the thick of LA. I want to try living on my own because I've never gotten to live on my own. But I knew that it was, you know, this is what, okay, I'll get a year lease and like we'll see what happens. So it was like, this was never necessarily a situation of like, I'm going to live in LA forever because LA is exhausting and extremely expensive to live in. As well as, you know, amazing and awesome and creative and supportive and a beautiful place, but also like fires. Like, so I guess it's also just like a harsh reality of understanding that like maybe a part of me thought I could withstand being out here a bit more longer, but understanding that like, okay, well, shit didn't like take off really great, which is fine. Like I wasn't necessarily expecting it to or anything, but like, but that was kind of like a reason that I would be able to stay as if it did, and it didn't, and that's okay. I'm not mad about that, but I'd like to continue trying to make it work and like trying to build this community and like, and hopefully get to a point where YouTube and Twitch are like my full-time job and I'm able to survive because they pay my bills. Like I would like to get to that point, you know, but like I'll have more time in a more affordable place to be able to attempt that feat than I will in LA. And you know, and even like getting some job in LA to like offset things is very difficult too, because like you're not just gonna find some random job that's gonna pay you enough to actually live in these rental prices. Like unlike, you know, like Ohio or Kentucky, like that's just a sad reality. Especially for me, who has like an art degree, you know, versus like someone with like a degree or, you know, experience in something that like pays better, you know, like I don't have, you know, expertise in anything that can pay me like some good money to like deal with these rental prices. Like, oh, oh, poor Thomas. Thomas, I just realized that you wanted that 50 to go into the tips, but yeah, super chats aren't connected to that. You have to tip through the exclamation point tip link, which is the Stream Elements link. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're like, I tipped $50 and it's still at 0. Could you be closer to Columbus? Pretty cool city as a compromise. You did those things. You made it on your own and in LA. That experience will serve you well. That's, yeah, I mean, I managed, you know, I went from survival mode of like, oh my God, like, I've left my marriage. We're selling our house. I need somewhere to live. And I found that place to live, and I've been living in that place. And it has been really good for me. And I'll never forget it. And there's been ups and there's been downs for sure. But it's also been, you know, exhausting watching the amount of money leave my bank account every month to afford it, you know, and my money just dwindles and dwindles and dwindles. And, you know, it's gotten to a point where I'm just like, I cannot be here when I'm at 0. Can't do it. Could you be closer to Columbus? The thing is, right now, that's the thing. I'm in the process of trying to figure out where exactly I want to go. I've been, you know, there are people, I know my ex is in Lexington, And, you know, he's very much willing to provide as much support as possible. His family is in Lexington, and, you know, they still are very supportive of me, which I find surprising, but, you know, that's wonderful. I know a lot of people, and, you know, I'm from Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati. So, I've just been kind of like looking at like costs of things, you know, like I feel like costs of what I can get and where will kind of like be the deciding factor for me. I haven't really had too much of like a thought of like, this is where I'm gonna go, you know, like, you know, my brother lives in Northern Kentucky. My grandparents live in Indiana. I mean, I have considered Columbus. I do enjoy Columbus. I have been to Columbus. I really like Columbus. Jelly has lived in Columbus and loves living in Columbus. But I don't know. Like I've looked. A part of me seems to more be leaning towards, you know, where I grew up in Northern Kentucky, less than like Lexington, Kentucky, which is like more middle of Kentucky, and less than Ohio. I feel like Ohio is a bit more expensive. But I'm still considering it, you know, around the Cincinnati area. But I'm like really familiar with Northern Kentucky. Like I would feel at least comfortable knowing, like, I graduated from high school there. Like I lived there majority of my life. Like I know where things are. I know what neighborhoods aren't great. Like I know, you know, I have information more about that, you know. It's like Lexington, like my ex can help if I decided to go there. Like he knows some stuff because he lives there now. You know, he'd be willing to look at apartments for me in person if I need him to, and you know, it's nice to have that as an option and an opportunity. And but I don't know anything really about Lexington. Like I like Lexington. I've been there, you know. It's nice. It's fine. I mean, I've been looking it up, and like it is LGBT friendly, and it is more progressive. So it's just like, it's definitely in a research kind of mode situation right now, where it's like I don't know exactly where I'm going to land, but I do know it'll probably be, you know, Northern Kentucky, Ohio, at least for, you know, a year. Maybe longer, depending on, you know, trying to save money and that kind of thing, and then figure out potential where to go next after that. It's like I'm just winging it, you know? Like I don't know. It's been really difficult to wrap my brain around, honestly. We got, you're such a good dog mom. Thank you. That was my experience with LA too, watching the bank account dwindle, getting out early enough, still have something left to have options with. Sometimes life doesn't give great options. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. And it's tough. It's just tough. It's all tough. It's hard. It's tough. It's difficult. It's all the adjectives. But yeah, it's just like, I'm not sure what else to do but to try to be more mindful with the money that I have, to try to understand future and like how to set myself up for, you know, financially for the future better, versus like, well, I want to stay in LA and I like LA, and just kind of ignoring the fact that like I can't afford to live in LA. And that's just been difficult, you know? Like, I spent like half my savings living in LA, trying to live in LA. Like, and I feel like, you know, people would totally judge me on that. Like, why would you do that? And like, why didn't you just like, you know, make that money work for you rather than just living in an expensive place because you like that place? But like, I don't regret it. I don't regret the year. I don't regret. I mean, I wish I did more. I wish I was, you know, overwhelmed and stressed and depressed less. But I wish I would have started this sooner. But, you know, I don't have regrets about not going to Kentucky a year ago. I don't have regrets, you know, about finding this place and like being in this area and spending the money that I have. But I know, I just think I will regret if I spend all of it. I will regret, you know, going broke to do it. And I'm just trying to like, I don't know, manage and just try to keep myself from doing that while also trying to like be mindful and like respectful and helpful to Jelly too, because like, you know, this wasn't her choice, and I feel really bad about that. And I'm just trying to make sure that we're okay. Yeah. It's comfortable and cheaper. I fully get that. I know what it's like to move across country. I'm from New Orleans, but now I live in Massachusetts. It's an adventure. You're still young. You will see again that you are so capable of anything. Thank you, Sonora. I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to be positive. You know, I've kind of been just falling apart for days on end. But I'm trying to be more positive and try not to rush things, but also trying to be very prepared and trying to get a jump on things. And while trying to remind myself, like, I'm not moving tomorrow. Like, but yeah. And I just want to thank you all, seriously, for the money, for the support, for the love, for the understanding, for, I'm not gonna cry. Just for kind words, for pep talks, like for reminding me that I'm not alone. Like, I can't tell you how much it means to me. Like, because y'all really like found me when I needed you to find me. Like, you know, then for different reasons, but now for this. And like, yeah. I don't know how I would have gotten through the last several months without y'all. I mean, you guys have made me feel more supported and loved and cared for than most people in my life. And I'm just really appreciative of that. Try not to cry a bunch. But it has been, it's been it's been what I've been doing. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. That's why I had to cancel stream Friday, because, like, I just couldn't, I really couldn't get on here. Like, I wouldn't, there would have just been non-stop tears, to be honest, like, so I've managed pretty well today, given the circumstances. And yeah, I'm just, you know, just trying to figure it out. Just trying to manage. You know, I was just like, I really want a softer life. Like, that's, you know, with my childhood, you know, I've had a hard life since basically birth, and I just want so hard to provide a soft life for myself. One where I'm not exhausted by trying to afford it, and stressed out all the time, and I know that's easier said than done, especially in this country, in this day and age. But I know that it's possible some way, somehow, and I want to try to work for it and work towards it. And I know that, like, and as much as I want it to be, like, it's not gonna happen in LA. I really wish it would. But yeah, especially after the fires, like, knowing that, like, LA was on fire for, like, almost a month straight. Air quality, like, I want to be able to go outside and just breathe, you know? Like, I want my dogs to, like, have a yard. I mean, it's a lot more possible for me to, like, you know, rent a house or rent a townhouse in, like, Kentucky or Ohio than it is for LA, obviously. Like, you know, to be able to rent a place that, like, you know, I won't have as many neighbors on top of me, you know, being inconvenienced by Hayes living her life. Like, yeah, I'm just, trying to hope, trying to be positive, that things will work out okay, and the pros will outweigh the cons, and yeah, and you know, I know that I can go into it knowing that, like, I'm not gonna be happy that I'm not in LA anymore. Like, I know that, like, I know I'm gonna be bummed that, like, I'm not in LA anymore, but, you know, I've spent almost a decade here, and I've appreciated it, and I've experienced wonderful things. I wish I would have gotten a little bit more out of it, more community, but I got to do some fun, awesome things, and but yeah, I think it's just time for me to, like, be somewhere more affordable. That, like, that I can breathe, and, like, I'm not gonna be as stressed about money, because it's literally, it feels like it's taking years off my life. Oh, Eduardo, moving into a new place is a jump of hope where there's a lot of unknowns, but it could be life and love. We're here for you wherever you go. Don't make me cry. Oh, man. And you know, I'm really glad that, like, what I'm trying to do here, like, I can do anywhere. You know, I'm very glad about that. And you know, maybe like in the next year or few years, like I'll really start trying to get out of the country, you know, like maybe that will end up being the new goal. And but I definitely just feel like I need a place to like crash for some time and try to save money, because like there's no saving money here. Like it's just money is just leaving. Like there's no building wealth here. Like there's no like building for a future here. It's literally just like scraping by, you know. Oh, good night, Thomas. You are grieving, and that's also okay. Grieving what you thought you would be, what you thought would be, and trying to reorient. I've been doing that myself, so I recognize it. Yeah, it's a lot of grieving. It's a lot of grieving, which is such a familiar feeling to me. Such a familiar feeling for me. Like I am eternally grieving this life, my childhood, relationships, family. It's like so I'm back there again, you know, like the pendulum, it's swinging, you know, the dance, we're dancing. But yeah, I'm really glad that no matter what, like I can take you guys with me, you know, and wherever I land, like I'm still not gonna be alone, you know, like blurg. Yeah, it's been difficult. It's difficult to feel sick. Like I've just felt sick. I've felt sick to my stomach for days, and it's an awful feeling. It's a familiar feeling. I don't like it. I would rather not be feeling it. But just it is what it is for now. Yeah. 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 Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I still didn't. Dude still hasn't gotten back to me. Oh wait, let me look. No. Dude has not gotten back to me about the chat, so that sucks. I hope you're stuck with us, not leaving unless you make me. Never. I'll never make you leave, Pat. I mean, we should probably play a game, so I'm not just like depressed over here. But I appreciate y'all hearing me out and listening to me, and you know, being here. I really appreciate it. I don't know what to play, honestly. We'll be here indeed. Thank you, lady. Thank you. I moved from Brazil to the US in 2017 with my wife, and we were broke. But with a lot of grind, figuring out visa, etc. It took about 5 years, but we got to a better position that we were. That's awesome. You got this, girl. Thank you so much, Eduardo. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I'm proud of you. And even though I'm trying to escape the country that you came to, I appreciate you in that fight, and I'm happy for you. I'm really glad that you're in a better place and you figured it out, because that sounds daunting as hell. I'm in the middle of playing and I'm still here. I died. I'm very bad at the game. Oh, lady. Thank you. Thanks for coming while you're dead. Trying to think about games. It's been hard to, like, my brain doesn't want to work. All my energy, all my focus, everything has been towards this shit and this decision, and so I knew getting back into streaming was going to be a little bit wonky. At least for the first day, the first stream back. Trying to get my bearings, trying to figure out my brain, what's going on in my brain, how to function. Shoo! I don't know, I wish I had, like, I wanted to play some game that, like, was comforting or something, but I don't really have any of those. I love you. Sorry I can't say anything that would make you feel better. I'm very bad at words. I just know you'll get through this. Even if you are scared right now, it'll be better. Thank you, lady. Thank you. Have you ever played with VR? No, I haven't. I feel like that would actually be wild because since I am the horror game girly, like, horror games in VR, like, ooh, that would be fun to watch for people, I feel like. I don't know how fun it would be for me, but it would be entertaining as hell to watch. I can tell you that much. What? Horror games with VR, I would die. Yeah, I think it would be pretty rough. But I think it would be really entertaining, though. Like, not gonna lie, I bet it would be really entertaining. I would watch people do that all day. So I can only imagine how y'all would feel watching me do it. Oh, okay. So I have some new games. I got new games recently. I'm not sure which one of them I want to play. But either way, it seems like we're going to play a new game. So that's fun. That'll be a nice distraction from life. But, you know, with new games, you know what that comes with? Troubleshooting. Comes with troubleshooting. That's what it comes with. Never fails. Never fails. Do, do, do. Let's go over to gaming. I gotta make sure my YouTube chat is on in here. Make sure it's above the stuff so it's not hidden. Wait, is it? Yeah. Is it that? Is it? I have another chat, but I don't know. Is this the chat I want? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay. All right. Oh, Eduardo. Thanks so much for a super chat, bud. That's so kind of you. Super effective. That's so cute. I probably should have let y'all know. If you want to see my my tip jar move, you can tip to this specific thing versus tipping through YouTube. I don't know what's easier on you guys, but but my tip jar only moves if you tip through the tip jar. Just forewarning, I forget to tell you guys sometimes. Here's also, I also put my GoFundMe on here. Hopefully that links to the right thing, because I haven't tried it yet. But hopefully it does. Woo! Yeah, thank Panther. I was gonna do that myself. Thank you. What game are we gonna play? Sorry if I went to the wrong place. You didn't go to the wrong place. I mean, it's just personal preference, right? It's just personal preference. If you're somebody that really wants to see the donation little thingy move, you gotta specifically go to that place. If you wanna specifically donate to the GoFundMe to help with the relocation, you can put it there. I mean, either way, if you're giving it to me, like, it's coming to me anyway. And I appreciate it regardless. I appreciate it. I appreciate it regardless. All right. I got these games. I got Head Horse Legacy, horror game. Some guy with a horse for a head. I have a game called Pacify, horror game. Maybe a haunted house vibe. I have a game called The Dark Inside Me. Don't remember. Horror game. That I know for sure. It's a horror game. I have The Lies We Tell Ourselves. Horror game. VR with needing glasses might give a headache. I don't know how that would work. Well, luckily for me, you know, my glasses, like, I'm nearsighted, so I usually use my glasses to see things farther away, like if I'm sitting on my couch watching television. But for my computer, it's up close. I would assume VR would be pretty up close, right? I mean, you're wearing it on your face, and you're, like, immersive in it, so it should probably be okay, I would think. Oh, somebody left the building. Somebody left the building. I think, I mean, I wear my glasses very often just because I like wearing glasses, and I like being able to see at distance when I need to without looking for my glasses and putting them on. But I don't need my glasses all the time to be able to see, just so you guys are aware. I mean, different platforms have different fees. I prefer a way that you get most of the money. Oh, yeah. Well, I will say, I think YouTube is like, YouTube takes the most, I think. So, for future reference, I would definitely do the Stream Elements Twitch, the Stream Elements, exclamation point, tip link, because Stream Elements doesn't take anything, and then it just goes to my PayPal. I think PayPal takes a little bit of something, but not as much as YouTube takes. I have Quest 3, and you can still use with your glasses. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, really? Yeah. Interesting. That's interesting. Oliver, I vote for the horror game. Oliver, you better get ready. Oliver, you better get ready. You better get ready, and you better get some games I have that we could play together. I think Fridays, I usually do Friday gaming with other people. Sometimes I do Tuesdays when Travis would play, because for Travis, Tuesday is his Friday. But I think Fridays will probably be the day that I play with other people, so Oliver, you better get ready. You better get ready! Hello, Frost Rainy. Hello. Yeah, but also, you know, if it's one of those days where I can get some people and it happens to be a Monday or a Tuesday, that's cool too. But I think planning wise, I'm going to try to shoot for Fridays being, you know, games with friends days. Yeah, so y'all better get on some Graining Escape together. You better get in on some Dark Hours. You better get in on some Devour. These horror co-ops that I love so much. You better get in it. Better get into it. Hi, Rosie. Hey, Papa. Hey, buddy. Did you go potty in the kitchen? I hope not. But I assume that's what you did. Yeah, maybe. Did you think about it? Yay, so ready sounds like a blast. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm SpongeBob level ready for that great time we're gonna have. I vote horror game also. Okay. Let's try. Which try? Which should we try? Let's try. Well, let's see what will work, right? Let's see what will work first. I'm gonna try Pacify, I think. I love playing Walkabout Mini Golf. There are some golf courses: Lime, Miss, Labyrinth, Wallace, and Gromit. Wallace and Gromit. That's awesome. It's really fun. You know, I've seen that there's a mini golf horror game. I want to try that. All right. I don't know what's going on with the game. What's it doing? Oh. It did something weird. Like a little warning thing came up and then it went away. Maybe we don't try that game. Okay, good to know. Let's try The Dark Inside Me. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. That sounds terrible already. Oh, no. Oh, God. Well... Audio's an issue. We might have to restart. Yeah, there's no way. There ain't no way. Wow, that's dark. That's dark, bro. Oh God, quit. I needed to stop immediately. Good night, Eduardo. Thanks for hanging out on the East Coast. Thank you so much. Y'all, I might have to restart stream. It's highly possible that I need to restart stream. Blurg. But you know what? We can have the sappy first half of stream, and then we can have game second half of stream. That's the only time I'm okay with my stream being split up into 2 parts, I swear to God. But yeah, it's really giving the audio busted. And wow, that game was intense already. Yeah. Okay, guys. I will be right back. I'm gonna restart my computer because the audio is angry. It's angry audio. So I will be back. Come back and see me in a few minutes. BRB.